Welcome to our episode of Barton Saturdays, and this week I also decided to take a look at Big Top Scooby-Doo, a film set in a classical location, the Circus. After all, there's been a lot of mysteries involving like circuses and carnivals over the years, hence why this comes with a few bonus episodes set in those locations from various series from the franchise as a whole, because there's been quite a few branch-offs over the years. But I do have a few gripes with this one. I think it's alright overall. You'll probably have an alright time with it. It'll keep you entertained, but isn't particularly great. Is that, we have some weird statements made by Shaggy at one point, where he complains about how Australia and Sweden and kangaroos don't exist.
I mean, he also says he's from Sweden.
And he isn't?
Duh, of course not. Sweden's just a made-up place, like Fairyland or Australia. I bet you think kangaroos are real, too.
The first and last one being rather odd, in my opinion, because Shaggy and Scooby, went to Australia in Legend of the Vampire. So it's not like Shaggy hasn't been to Australia before. Admittedly, that was another film, and these films have, no continuity with each other, which is why I got really annoyed with them advancing a Fred-Daphne relationship, but not really, ever extending it beyond that one movie, so it feels pointless. It just feels really odd, considering, how much time the Scooby Gang spent going, around the world solving mysteries, that Shaggy wouldn't realize Australia is a thing. I mean, I realize this film has continuity issues that contradict the Kiss movie as well, because in this film, Shaggy has his own, mentions this is his favorite band.
My favorite band!
It's like a heavy metal sort of group, I guess. But then we see him, as part of the Kiss Army in the Kiss movie. So, which is it, man? Yeah, I know. The continuity doesn't exist between the movies. It just feels really strange, even without there being continuity there, just because, you think you would, continue off, the cartoon series, or one of the cartoon series. Why is he questioning the existence of Australia and Sweden and kangaroos? It just feels weird enough place for Shaggy, Then again, we also have Scooby doing a dangerous circus act where he jumps through a ring of fire while, riding a unicycle, and then catches, a bunch of lit torches and then puts them out in his mouth by doing fire eating, so, You can argue that feels a bit out of a place for the, cowardly dog that runs away from all the monsters, but he's apparently quite willing to just eat fire like it's nothing. It makes you wonder where all that courage goes. I also could argue that the time spent in the circus is a mixed bag for me. On one hand, we don't really spend a lot of time looking and searching for clues in this movie. And the time that's replaced with, them doing circus acts. On one hand, those are entertaining to a certain extent. I did enjoy some of them. But on the other hand, you can argue it's padding because it's distracting away from trying to solve the mystery. They're going around doing, clown acts or tightrope acts. Or Scooby doing a whole thing with juggling and bouncing on, a spinning ball. Basically, maybe they're amusing to look at, but you're like, this is kind of a distraction, just padding out the film. To get to the full-length runtime of a feature movie. So you're like, can we at least put that time, on the main focus of our story? The mystery itself. I mean, it just feels like it breaks away from the old school feel the setting it was going for, to not, be more like the old school episodes were, with them looking for clues and splitting up to do so. But yeah, overall I think it's alright, as far as the overall package goes, but it feels like it was going for a more old school look, but doesn't really capture that old school feel. And on an offhand note, I think one of the funniest reviews for this movie on the Internet Movie Database is basically complaining about being too woke because they take away all the animal acts when the new owner comes in. He's like, yeah, we're not going to do the animal thing anymore. You're basically out of a job, sir. To be fair, you know, there has been a move away from animal acts over the years because people started to realize how cruel it is to keep these animals in captivity. So, I can't say the movie was wrong in pointing that out. So, till next time then. See ya.
I worked out on the trapeze a bit, but I ended up breaking a lot of bones.
You seem to have healed well.
What? Oh, not my bones. I was supposed to catch this guy, and I dropped him onto someone. And they both fell into some other people.
That's terrible.
Who hit the tent support, which tipped the popcorn cart, which set fire to the audience risers, which collapsed with 48 people sitting on them.